Hey folks, how's it going? This is Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So a couple of days ago, The Sims did release a new roadmap covering from April to June 2023. And I did go over the little video that they tweeted, but I didn't realize until later there was a short article that was posted on their website about this too, which is pretty unusual. But yeah, it is really short, though there is still some stuff that's worth talking about. And I feel like I'm supposed to read this in a very calm, relaxing voice, so I'm going to do that now. This season, define what home means to you. Consider the possibilities. A place of comfort, a place of sanctuary, a place for inspiration, or simply a place to store your memories. Home is where you feel the most comfortable and the most like yourself. Home is where you surround yourself with the things you love, even if they're not in pristine condition. It's a momentary refuge from the chaos of the day, a space to let your imagination run free, breathe a little more deeply, or take a brief trip down memory lane. Find the familiar in the forgotten. Embrace the imperfections, the messiness, and the secondhand discoveries. Make yourself at home in your home. Reclaim your space. Okay, I'm really surprised I managed to do all that in one take because I tend to get tongue-tied pretty easily, but I guess it's because I made myself read more slowly when I was doing that voice. Anyways, I think that first bit is pretty important with considering the possibilities. Place of comfort, place of sanctuary, place for inspiration, or simply a place to store your memories. That's 4 different things, and we're getting 4 kits this quarter, so it seems that one of those is hinting at one of those kits. I know with the boxes on the roadmap and the little icons that were in the bottom right, there was one with a leaf and then something over it, and many of you have pointed out that it looks like a roof, so it does seem very well possible that a place of sanctuary is going to be a greenhouse kit. I still feel that's similar thematically to the Blooming Rooms kit, because there's supposed to be 4 unique kits. Unless, I know another theory I've seen going around is what if it means gameplay kits are coming back? I highly doubt that. We've had so many kits now and only one of them's a gameplay one, and of course we know how that one went, so I think just like stuff packs, they are gone forever. So I don't know, it's really strange. I guess it is just odd that they are emphasizing that they're supposed to be unique. What does that really mean? Getting back to these 4 hints though, I'm getting the feeling that all 4 of these kits are going to be build kits, which I really hope is not the case. I would really like for at least one of them to be Create a Sim. I feel like Create a Sim is pretty slept on in comparison to build buy stuff, especially when it comes to the kits. But maybe just stretching a little, a place of comfort could be a Create a Sim kit. Especially considering there is a hoodie draped over one of the boxes. I mean, maybe that could be an actual clutter object we'll get, but maybe we will be getting more clothing, but then that's also probably leaning towards more like comfy athleisure wear, which we've been getting so much of lately. Do we really need any more of that? I am also feeling more and more that at least one of these kits is going to be focused on clutter again. Because with a place to store your memories, that probably is going to be some sort of clutter thing. I've seen the idea of a scrapbook being brought up, but then I don't see much point in that unless there was actual gameplay attached to it, which is probably not going to happen. And then a place for inspiration is sounding like a very artistic thing, so it could be art room clutter for that 3rd one. Actually, now I'm wondering if simply a place to store your memories could be referring directly to all of those moving boxes, so it is like a moving day themed kit, but it is just all sort of like decorative stuff since it wouldn't be a gameplay kit. Going back to the second paragraph, it is interesting the more I think about that they say that home is where you surround yourself with the things you love, even if they're not in pristine condition, so we could be getting some stuff that is in, I guess, like a dirtier or roughed up state, which would be really nice because so much of the furniture we get in the game is, well, nice. It's not really like much in terms of like shabbier, rundown stuff, except for werewolves. That was pretty good in that department from what I remember. But yeah, and then they have actually another sentence where it's 4 different things. Momentary refuge from the chaos of the day, a space to let your imagination run free, breathe a little more deeply, or take a brief trip down memory lane. So I think that momentary refuge one could also be referring to a possible greenhouse kit or something with plants in it, or even the breathe a little more deeply. That one could also make sense for that. But the space to let your imagination run free, the more I think about that one, the more I am feeling that, yeah, one of the kits we are going to get is going to be very themed around arts and crafts. And then a brief trip down memory lane could be one that goes very well directly with those moving boxes in the roadmap. And I suppose one interesting thing in general about how these kits seem to be turning out is that you could maybe argue that they go with a family theme still, even though that was already the theme of the previous roadmap. It's all relative and all that. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting too, that this is also kind of family themed, though not as strongly. I'm still very much against the idea of kits existing, and I think there have been way too many of them, and I wish we could still at least go 1 quarter without any kits. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of curious to see what these turn out to be, to just see like, oh, were we right about this speculation? Because especially with the idea of a greenhouse kit, I feel like we are onto something there. I think that is the most likely out of just everything speculated so far. Since we are getting a whopping 4 kits in the span of 3 months, I think we would have to be getting at least one of those this month, right? So I think it won't be long before we know what at least one of these hints is going to be about. Actually, they have released kits in pairs lately, so maybe we'll get 2 at one time and then 2 at another. And now that I'm seeing this footage of the tooth losing feature from going together, makes me wonder more, like that wasn't even on the laundry list, so when is that coming back? And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Where do you think these hints are going to lead? And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!